up, what's up, what's up? It's your man Chaz Ellis once again answering the questions that you ask me. Make sure you guys are ready for that dating class. It's coming up in Atlanta at 2 o'clock on September the 6th. It's going to be at the Hilton. So at the Hilton Perimeter Center. Go to the askchazzellisproject.com. You're going to know exactly where it is. You're going to get all the information. Make sure you go there. It's going to be at the Hilton Perimeter Center in Atlanta, September the 6th. Make sure you go to askchazzellisproject.com. You get all the details right there. It's probably going to be an annotation here, or here where you can click on there. Maybe down here. You'll see it. Make sure you click on that mug. Anyway, a question I get from a lot of women that I've been getting is, how do I stop attracting creeps? How do I stop creeps from coming up to me? Unfortunately, the answer to that question is that there is nothing that you can do to make creeps not come up to you. I mean, there's nothing you can do to say, I don't want creeps to come up to me. And just like, it's kind of like if you were sitting on the couch and you was like, I don't want to gain weight. You're going to gain weight, most likely. The only thing you could do is actively seek out the type of guys that you want to come up to you. That's what you can do. So you can't sit on the couch and be like, I don't want to gain weight, but you can go to the gym and be like, I want to get really physically fit. I want to be in better shape. And you might lose some weight, and you can't gain weight and lose weight at the exact same time. That's not even possible. So that's going to make sure that you don't gain weight. But as far as like, I'm going to sit on the couch, and you can't really control a negative like that. It's like, you have to create a positive. So you can go to a club or go to lunch with your friends or go to the grocery store and say, I'm going to actively try to make sure that I find somebody who I am attracted to and I am interested in having talked to me. When you see somebody out that you really do want to talk to, you make an active, conscious decision to attract that person. And for that, you need a certain amount of tools, which I'm going to be teaching in my class in Atlanta on September the 6th. So if you do want to gain some of those tools to attract the right kind of guy, the type of person that you want to be around, I'm going to be showing you those tools and giving them to you in Atlanta. It's kind of like for me, a few years ago, and some people probably going to look at this, they're going to know I'm talking about that, they're going to get mad at this story. But even better because you won't call me. A few years ago, I realized that a lot of the people that I knew were just people who would only contact me and only want to be around me whenever they needed something. Like, they always would come at me. And it wasn't even like people that I was all really that cool with. It was like people would come out of nowhere and just ask me for stuff. Like, hey, can you do this for me for free? Hey, I need somebody to MC my event. Yeah, I'm not going to pay you, but can you, and I'm like, man, we ain't even cool like that. Like, why are you asking me for that? It'd be different if we had some kind of reciprocal relationship where you help me out, I help you out. But nah, man, it just be people who wanted stuff all the time. Hey, man, can I borrow $20 for this? Like, man, damn, no, leave me alone. But then you know how that is. Some people probably dealing with that right now. And you like, what can I do? And what I did was I tried to actively concentrate on not being the type of person that people would come up to and ask for stuff. I was like, I'm going to make sure that I'm not this dude. And what ended up happening was more people would come up to me and ask me for stuff. And people who I wanted to come up to me and give me opportunities and stuff like that, they never came up to me. It was just people asking for stuff. It was like I was sending out some kind of a beacon saying, here, ask me for some stuff. Here, borrow money from me. Here, ask me to do some free work for no good reason. I was just like attracting those type of people. And I'm sitting here saying, no. And I'm getting pissed off because I'm like, dang, this isn't working. I'm putting up a wall. And one of my friends told me a little while ago, he was like, locks are for amateurs. Thieves don't care about locks. Locks keep out people who really didn't want to get in anyway. But if you put a lock on the door and the thief see it, they don't care. They about to go through that lock. So and I was sitting there saying, man, I'm getting like the worst type of users because I'm putting up this wall And people who don't want anything from me, they don't care to climb over the wall. They don't care to go around the wall. They don't care to dig underneath it. They just walk on by. But the people who really want something, the people who really want to use me, the people who really want to get over, they don't give a damn that I put that wall up. They knocking it down. They climbing underneath it. They putting ropes over top of that mug so they can go over top. They going around the rope. They tapping out symbols. They tapping out like Morse code to the people on the inside, like let your boy in. You know, that kind of stuff. And I'm sitting here like, damn. Everybody I want to be around me, everybody I want to attract wants nothing to do with me because I got this big wall up. And everybody I want to stay away from me can't wait to try to climb over this wall. They want what's inside. So what I started doing a few years ago is I started concentrating and actively pursuing people who could help me. I started actively putting out energy for those people who could help me. I started trying to bring those people to me. And then things started seeming to fall out of the sky. Like people would come up and be like, hey, can I help you with this? Hey, can I do this for you? Hey, we got this going on over here. You want to be a part of it? Because when you start actively focusing on what you actually want and the people that you want around you, and you start making a line where only they can connect, the people you don't want automatically don't have that opportunity because your time is occupied. Your focus is occupied. It's hard for a person to get to you when you're already talking to somebody else. You know, so that's what I want to show you, ladies. The tools to do is to be able to attract the guy you actually want rather than trying to repel the people that you don't want. Because I know most of you have already noticed that you generally end up either repelling everybody or only the people that you don't want are willing to climb over top of that wall. Once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Make sure you go to the askchazzellisproject.com to purchase your tickets for September the 6th, Saturday, September the 6th in Atlanta. Make sure you go to askchazzellisproject.com to purchase those tickets. Also, make sure you go to Ask Chaz Ellis on Facebook. You can also get more information about the dating class that's going to be in Atlanta. And you can also just talk to your boy. You might want to do that. I don't know. Make sure you share this video with some of your friends. Also, like and subscribe. Once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Peace.